In this tutorial, we will cover titles and legends for charts in Excel. Please open the file 05 Titles and Legends. Besides using the built-in chart layouts, which we found over on the Chart Tools Design tab, you can manually add or edit individual chart labels, such as the chart title or axis titles. To change the chart title, please click on the chart to select it. You will see at the top the Chart Tools Design ribbon tab and Format tab appear. The chart title usually appears above the chart and used to describe the data that's being presented. You can add a completely new chart title or simply change the text of an existing one. Usually it appears at the top, but if it doesn't, you can go to the Chart Tools Design tab of the ribbon and click on Add Chart Element to bring on your chart title. You can also rearrange it a little bit, but that's where you can go and open that up. If you would, double-click on the chart title, and you'll see that selects your information. You can also right-click on it and choose to edit the text. Triple-click on where it says Chart Title, and let's change the chart title to Bon Voyage Excursions. Once you're done typing in the title, you don't want to hit enter, as that'll just provide a new line for you to enter more information. Just click off of the title, usually on a place on the chart so it's still selected. If the Format Chart pane opens up, you can close it by clicking the X. Additionally, you can look at the Add Chart Elements button on the right-hand side, the little plus sign. Click on that, and you'll see the different chart elements that you can modify and work with. You can work with the axes, which is basically just identifying what values are being charted. If you uncheck it, you'll see our numbers disappear. You can also work with your axis titles, providing space for you to add a horizontal and vertical axis. You'll see we mentioned the chart title. You can also add data labels if you want to make it a little bit more readable in your plot area. You can add a data table of where you're getting your information from so it actually shows up on the chart. Very handy if you move the chart to a different worksheet. You can add error bars, which allows you to identify any deviations from standard or check your margin of error. You can hide the grid lines and add new ones under grid lines by clicking on the arrow to the right. You can change where the legend is by clicking on that, which we'll play with in just a moment, and your trend line, if you want to add a trend line to some information. Let's go back up to axis titles, and if you would check that, and you'll see there's now a vertical and a horizontal axis. Let's change the horizontal axis. If you would, click on it 3 times. Let's call this Excursion. Click off of it once you've typed it in. And let's go ahead and type for our vertical axis, let's call that Sales. Click off of it. And as you can see, this allows us to quickly make it a little bit more readable. Click on the plus sign again. And let's go down and check our legend. By default, the legend in this case appears at the bottom. It's usually created by default. If you want to change the location of the legend, you can click and drag the legend by selecting it, or you can click on the arrow to the right of legend in the chart elements, and you can put it on the right, the top, the left, or there are other options you can go and change. Let's put it at the top to make sure we have it a little more readable up there. Click on the plus sign to close the chart elements and click off your chart to see how it appears. Good, that's how you work with your titles and legends for charts in Excel.